Okay, first established during a period of rapid growth and lawlessness during the gold rush, the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office has experienced 175 years of growth, hardship, triumph, and today we are recognizing more than a century of service with Sergeant Amar Gandhi from the Sheriff's Office to talk about the lessons from the past and problems in the present and progress as well as hope for a brighter future here in Sacramento. Amar, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
We so appreciate you. First off, I was just curious about this. How many deputies do we currently have at the Sheriff's Office right now?
So we're almost at 1,500 now. Stark contrast to when the Sheriff's Office was first established in 1850, where there were 11 total deputies, including the sheriff himself. But again, back then we had roughly 9,000 people living in Sacramento County, and now we're above 2 million.
And there's still a need too to fill in more spots.
And there is, and in an agency our size, that's very normal. People retire, people move on, and things like that. So we're always hiring. And we're now down to about 90 or so vacancies, so we're still hiring. So if you're watching, come on down, come to the academy.
4-day work weeks.
Hey, we have that. I know you guys were just talking about that. I'm like, hey, there's your selling point.
There it is.
But yeah, I mean, you can go to the academy right now, and again, just a change in dynamics like we talk about over this period of time. When I went in the academy, and I feel old, say that 20 plus years ago, we paid our way to go to the academy like you'd go to a trade school, like you'd go to a college. We're paying people to go now, and that's indicative of law enforcement nationwide. But you get paid roughly like $80,000 a year just to attend the academy. Then, obviously, once you graduate, your salary goes up, become a deputy.
There it is right there. Now, over the course of 175 years, when you think about that, that's incredible. There's bound to be a lot of growth. There's bound to be changes within a law enforcement agency such as this one. What are some of the most critical changes that the Sac County Sheriff's Office has had to make, let's say in the last 5 years?
Well, and again, in 5 years, just think about the technology you're using now, and that's also been reflective with us. Obviously, you look at that 175-year span, we're talking a lot more growth and expansion just as far as people go. But I mean, just the emphasis on things like high-tech crimes, being able to use the new technology we have to now combat the old problems, but with new technology also come new problems and new crimes. So there's a lot of evolution in just that part alone, and obviously a shift in thinking. You watch cops from 30, 40 years ago, and everybody's running through doors and all that stuff. But we've got different tools now. We've got drones. We've got a lot of these, you hear about the big, bad, scary military equipment, but that's some of the technology we use to have to mitigate officer risk, public safety risk.
Well, even online crimes, cybersecurity, and things like that, you guys have had to adapt hugely with this.
Right, and we're lucky that we actually we're the hub for the high-tech crimes in Northern California in this region. So we've got a task force of a bunch of different agencies that come in. But yeah, you're right, just staying on top of, and there are some unspeakable crimes being facilitated and done over the internet. And the people that investigate this stuff, they're on a different level as far as intellect goes, but their passion and dedication goes to, but their expertise are amazing. These guys could leave our department and go work for some tech firm making millions somewhere, but they choose to be here. They're choosing that expertise.
Because it's needed. The need is incredible here.
Right.
Now, I wanted to talk about the issues that you guys see on a day-to-day basis. I mean, we work closely with you as the media, and we hear these all the time. When it comes to gun violence and gang activity here, retail theft and vandalism, which has gone up exponentially, human trafficking, drug trafficking, youth violence these days has gone up exponentially. I mean, just yesterday we had this 19-year-old shot and grazed in the head and then dropped off at a gas station, So what concerns your department the most when it comes to those kind of issues that are plaguing the Sac County community?
Now, and a lot of it, obviously, there's an enforcement aspect of it, and that's kind of the area that obviously we're most responsible for. But there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done on the back end, giving, like we talk about the youth, places to be, places to go. There's a lot of deputies, a lot of folks in different departments and agencies that volunteer their time. I coach football and baseball. So there's a lot of these programs that are being done that aren't really brought to light, but we need kids to have access to those. really bringing them in and showing them a different path than maybe they're used to seeing. Like we were talking about earlier, I grew up in the fine town of Stockton, California. So, I'm no stranger to seeing some of these types of things. But again, I'm one of those, could have gone any one of several directions, but you get mentors, you see a light, a good, strong home that I was fortunate to have, but a lot don't. They need to see an alternate path from, some of the stuff that's maybe glorified amongst friends and peer groups and sometimes even TV.
And Mark, last question, because I think this is really important. Of course, we thank you guys so much because you put your lives on the line every day, and we can't thank you guys enough. But there are still people in our community that have that level of mistrust and disdain for law enforcement. When you look at minority communities, immigrant communities, and those who are in underserved places here in Sacramento, there's a certain perception of the police. What are you guys doing to try to reduce that stigma, basically? I know you guys had a big town hall meeting last night. So there's steps I see you guys taking to try to help build transparency, right?
And that's a big thing, is transparency and the connection. We do these community meetings like we did in North Sacramento County yesterday. So we have some of these things, but we want to reflect the community we serve. And for those that are here, the opportunities we provide for employees to advance, and it should show that, hey, you don't have to look a certain way or be a certain way. If you're willing to put in work and willing to just, bust your butt and do a great job to really help the community, you can not only advance in the organization, but show the community that we're an organization that values who we serve.
Yeah, because that's what you do on a daily basis. You're here to protect people.
And like I said, we want to serve you. We want you to feel safe.
Right.
We want you to be able to take your kids to the park at any time of day without worrying about gangbangers or this, or the other.
Well, we have an emergency. You're the ones that we have to call. So there it is right there. So here's to 175 years and another 175 more in the future.
Yeah, and if you notice, we've got our anniversary patches here and our special old school badges that we've commandeered. So you might see deputies, kind of wearing this stuff, looking a little different than you're used to seeing. But 100% we're celebrating that anniversary now.
Thank you so much for your service.
Thank
you
for
coming on our show
Absolutely.
to talk about this. We appreciate you. All right.